Okay, so yesterday where we have stopped, so just I will open my folder D drive, stream training batches, December, CSS, CMD, CODE space dot. Okay, so now let close all those things. So we have yesterday discussed with the inline block. Okay, so what is the inline block? So there are three properties are there: the inline block and a block. Inline means it is taking a same row. Inline block, it has to be go for the new line, but it is a combination of a inline and a block. So that is called a inline block. It is not going in new line. It is going with the same row, but it is a block level. Block means it is going to new line. Okay, this is all about a inline block. Then text related, so text align and everything we have discussed. The next is the combinators. Okay, this is very important. uh, why? Because whenever you're writing a css for the specific element or a specific thing, so you need to have a css selector. The css selector can contain a more than one simple selector. Between the simple selector we can include the combinators. There are four different combinators. So descendants selector, child selector, adjacent selector, sibling selector. What is a descendant selector? The descendant selector matches all the elements that are descendants of a specified element. The following example selects a paragraph inside the div. Okay, so here how he is defining here: header, paragraph, and a div is there. Okay, we will understand. Okay, so we'll go here. I will take a one more file name, that is a index7.html and a doc cls. So now the h2, the combinators. Okay, so now you know this one how to run. Open with the live server. It is going to be run on the a local browser. So this is, this is the combinators. So next is what? The descendant selector combinator. So we'll add a descendant selector. So how to do? So I will take a div and I will take a paragraph, hello world, and I will take a paragraph, welcome to programming. So like that we have taken a text, and we have a one more paragraph. This is a one more paragraph. Okay, so then we'll see here. I will add a one more thing here: section and paragraph, welcome inside a section tab. Okay, so I want to write a style. The first one is what? The descendant selector. Okay, The descendant selector matches all the elements that are descendant of a specified element. Okay, I want to take a style here. A div I will take a descendant element paragraph, open close brace. Color is something gold. Background color is a bisque. Save it, run it. We'll go to the browser, see. It is applied for all the paragraph except this one. Why? Because div is an element. I want to apply a color for all the descendant element of a div. What is a descendant element? Paragraph. For which div? So it is going for the div. For this paragraph is a descendant, this is a descendant, and this is a descendant for a div. So that's why it is taking a all. But this paragraph is a, so this paragraph is a what? This is not a descendant. Okay. Okay. So this is not a descendant. So that's why it is not printing. Okay. So what mistake? Save it. See here, for this 2 is not descendant. So that's descendant means what? Whatever the tag inside the specified element. So that is called a descendant selector. The next is the child selector. Okay. So child selector means what? The child selector select all the elements that are the children of a specified element. Okay. So now I will take a same example, but I will add a one greater than symbol. So this is the child selector is happened, and this is the child selector. So what is happening here? If you see here, div is a parent element, p is a child element. So div paragraph is a child element. This paragraph is child element. This paragraph is not a child element for the div. It is a child element for the section. So that's why only these two paragraphs are printed here. Means these two paragraphs are shown here. Okay, hello world and welcome to programming. So this is the how it is going to be written. Then what we are going to do? So this is the div p. So this is called a child selector. Descendant selector means all the descendant element inside the body section or div section. Child selector is a one thing. It is going to be select all the children inside the element. The next is what? Adjacent sibling selector. The adjacent sibling selector is used to select an element that is directly after another specific element. So for that plus is there. So here just I want to change from greater than to plus p. So after the div, what are all the paragraph? Those paragraph is applied this color. I will change some darker color here. I think this one I will save it. Where is the div tag? This is the div tag. What are all the paragraphs after the div tag? So for those it is going to be apply a color. See here, it is applying only the next immediate one, not all. Okay. The adjacent sibling selector used to select an element that is directly after another specific element. So here it is a div is a specific element. After the div, this is the paragraph, but it will not take for the next. Only one after the a parent. Okay, this is called a sibling selector and a general sibling selector. The general sibling selector select all the elements are next to the siblings of a specified element. Okay, So for that, you just go here. The symbol is before one there is a, we'll go here. See all the general sibling selector, it is going to be select. The first one is what? The child selector. Oh, sorry, child descendant selector means it is a any element inside that tag means that is called a descendant selector. Child element means any elements inside the tag, but it should not contain a same element with another element. Let's say inside a section you have paragraph means it is not treated as a child of a div. Only these two are treated as a child. And the sibling selector means so immediate next to selector. General sibling means immediate all the elements of the specified element. Okay, so this is called a combinators. So this is an interview question. So if you just they will tell like that. Okay. So can you explain the what is the CS combinators? The combinators are a selectors which is having a different selections. There is a descendant selector, child selector, adjacent sibling selector, and a general sibling selector. So this is how it will works. Okay, so this is a what we can say a child or we can say selectors. Okay, so next we are going with a pseudo classes. Okay, pseudo classes we already discussed. So it's related to link, a link, visited, hover, select active. I think we already discussed that one. So for that, if you just go this one, execute this one. So you no need to write this one. This is the command. Okay. So now, I think this is the node of. So this is also you can just first line or first letter and everything is there. You just have a look on this one. The next is the opacity. Okay, what is the opacity? Opacity property can take a value from 0.0 to 1.0. The lower the value and the more transparent. The opacity property specify the opacity or transparency of an element. Okay, so for that we will see here. We will go here. I will take a one image. Okay, image. Then I will go for the Pixabay and I will take a one image here. Let's say this image I will take. Right click, inspect. So Control X, Control V. Okay, save it. We'll go to the browser. See here it is there. What is mean by opacity? So transparency of the image we can say as an opacity. Okay, how to do? So just I will go here, right click, do inspect. Okay, what is opacity? So just call a opacity 0.1, 0.2. So it is going to be give the transparency, or else we can say a shading of a image. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So here what happens? So I want to tell the opacity. Okay. So how to do an opacity? If you just go for the image tag, the opacity will be 0.3. Save it like this. Okay, but I need to write our logic. Here it is the opacity is the blurriness is there. When I mouse or means Hover means automatically it has to be changed to darker mode. How to do this one? So for that, img colon hover open close brace. The opacity is a 0.9. Save it. We'll go here. See, I used a hover. Hover means what? If I mouse over it, it is changing. So this is called a image opacity change. Okay, you are doing a e-commerce application. Then whenever the item is gone, no, item is out of stock, you have to make a like this. Okay, or else you want to keep images like this. Whenever mouse over means it has to be a darkness, or else you do vice versa. So initially, image opacity is a 0.9, and when you mouse over means 0.1. Save it. We'll go here. So initially the image opacity is a darker 0.9. If I mouse over means it is a something like a disabled or a transparency is coming. So this is called a hover. Hover means what? Keeping a cursor over that image or a element. So this is also one hover. This is also hover. This is also hover. This is also hover. Okay, so this is called a what we can say image hover. Okay, the next is what a nav bar. Okay, what is a nav bar? Okay, so first we will listen what is a nav bar, then we will go for the example. If you just go here, this all the elements is showing, and this is a pixabay, this is a search element, explore, login, everything is there. So this is called a navigation bar. What is this one? This is called a navigation bar. Okay, so this is called a navigation bar. Uh, uh, so like that, if you want to design, how to design? Okay, first we'll go for an example. So every application is having a navigation bar. So let's go for the Hotstar. Click here. Okay, so this is a left navigation. This is called a left nav bar. Okay, either you have a top nav bar or left nav bar. So we are going to be create a navigation bar here. Okay, the first one is what? The you first will create a one navigation bar. Let's say I will create a one folder here, website, and inside a website I will take a index.html and a document. Save it. I have a four elements. What is this one? Home, news, contact, about. So I want to define a one UL tag, then li tag, inside a anchor tag, because we are using an anchor tag. Hash home. So like that, I want to copy Control V, Control V, Control V. So home. Next, what is this? News, contact, about. News, contact. Okay, save it. Home, news, contact. So this is a ID. Home, news, contact, about us. Yes, contact, about us. Save it. Sorry. Okay, so there are four lists we have taken. If you go here, just take a, okay, I will close this one, right click, open with the live server. So this is how it looks. Okay, now I want a navigation bar. For that we are going to be write a classes. So here what they have written, the first is a for the UL they have written. So for that I will go here. So I will write a style attribute. For the UL I am going to be write a style. Okay, so what is the style I want to write here? So we want to write a style for the UL tag. So what style we are going to write? List style type none. Save it. If you see here, you are going to be see there is a no dot or something like that. So the again margin is a 0 pixel. What is the margin? The margin, it is going to be create a space around the specified element with a border, and a padding, it is going to be create a space between the a content and the outer border. Save it, run it. Okay, 0. Okay, so now here we have defined all the things, almost all, and width is a 60 pixel. What is the width? Width is a 60 pixels. Save it. If you go here, it will looks like this. Okay, the next is for the individual list item with the anchor tag we are going to be display here. So how to do for the li and the anchor tag? So every li at the anchor tag, we want to display block. What is the block? It is going to be take a block level element. Okay, so it is taking a block. If I want to go with the same way, the inline block. Okay, yeah, let it be. So next is what the next property we are going to be right, a background color, something antique. Save it, and a text decoration none. Okay, so now I want to display with the inline. So how to do this one? ILI, open close place, display inline flex. Save it. Yeah, why? Because so we are using A is a block level element, so that is why it is a printing like this. Okay, so if you want to test here, right click, do inspect. If you just go here, select a okay, we'll select a second element, inline. So or else you just go here. So you can write for all the elements. Okay, if you just replace with the anchor tag, it is going to be what we can say. That is a span element, but li is a block level element. Okay, so display inline block, save it. Okay, so let's assume first we will understand how to write a CSS property for this one. So we have a four tags here. If I click means it has to be show some a content here. I want to create a four more files. So how to create? For that, this is a by default home. Then we apply a style, a background color, something azure. Save it. Okay, this is the home. I want to create a few more file that is okay. The file is what? Next file is what? News.html. Same thing. I will copy Control A, Control C, but I will change the background to this one. Save it. We'll go here. If I click news, home, news. Okay, we'll change another color. News.html. Hash. Save it. Right click. Oh, sorry. News.html. Save it. We'll go here. News.html. Home. Okay. Right click. Open with the live server. So this is the home. Home means what? That is a index.html. Save it. If you go here, home news. So you need to change all the index.html. Save it. We'll go here, home news, and I need to do for the contact. I will go here, contact.html, and same code I want to add here. Control A, Control C. Okay, so now I want to change another color. So I will add some text here. H2, welcome to contact page. Control X, I will add here. And this is the H2, welcome to news page or something. Save it. And this is called a H2, welcome to home page. Okay, save it. We'll go here, home, news, contact. So what is the contact mistake we have done? Yes, if you go here, we need to add a contact.html. Contact.html, and we'll add a one more file, about us.html, and news.html, contact.html, and about us.html. Save it. Then we'll go for the news.html, contact.html, and about us.html. So this is how we are going to be creating. So now I want to run here. We'll run one more time. Right click, open with the live server. This is the home, and this is the news, and this is the contact. So what mistake we have done? We will go for the website CONTAC, contact, CONTACT, yeah, we done a mistake here. CONTACT, contact, copy, 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 save it. We'll go here, home, news, contact. Okay, so now we need a about us page as well. So for that, I want to create a uh, about us dot html. Same copy, control B, and welcome to about us page and background color. Okay, home, news, contact, about us. So about, yeah, we done a mistake. About us, we have done about us. So just I will change a add about us. Save it. We'll go here, click here. See the about us. Home, news, about us, home, contact us. If you go for anywhere, you're just going to be changed. So this is called the navigation bar. Okay. So if I click here, if I go any page, you can click any link. Okay. Again, we have done a slight mistake in the home about us. What is that mistake? ABOU about us. Save it. We'll go here, come here, click here, about us, home, news, contact, about us. You can go any page and click any one. So it is going to be open like this. Okay, so this is called a navigation between the one page to the another page, or in the React.js, you can say one component to the another component. Okay, so this is called a navigation. And the next is a drop down. So drop down, this is an assignment for you guys. You can try by yourself. So it's nothing. We have a div class and the drop down button and a drop down list will be there. Okay. So if I will use a copy and I will add here outside the website. We'll go here. No, we will close this one inside a new file index8.html and so just I want to breathe this up. Right click, open with a live server. So this is called a drop down. What is happening here? The first is what? Div, a drop down. Inside a div, so this is a div start and end. And we have a button. So that a class button it is showing. And this is the drop down. And we have a one more drop down. So drop down content, anchor, a, href, and a link 1, link 2 like that. So same thing you can mention the home, about us, and contact us, save it. We'll go here. So it will change accordingly. So how it is happening? Everywhere they are written a class. So that's why it looking good. So first we'll go for the drop down class. Drop down, background color, color, padding, font size, border, cursor. Background color means setting the color. Color means text color white. Padding means it is going to be create a space between the top, right, bottom, left. And the font size is a 16 pixels. That's why it is a green color. Border is none means there is a no border is defined here. Cursor means whenever I mouse or means it is making a cursor, and it is going for the drop down. Okay, so for a drop down, position relative display inline block, we'll see that one. Okay, what is the position already I told. I will take one class and I will explain. And the drop down content display none visible absolute. So initially the display is a none and the position is absolute because it is referring to the drop down, and background color is a white, and minimum width box shadow something z index. So initially drop down content is a display none is there. So whenever drop down content A, so the color is a black, padding text decoration display block. So drop down content hover background color is what? Whenever I will hover, no, so that it's the changing to this color. If I just hover means it is coming a this color, right? So this is showing the text. And a drop down content hover drop down content display block. So what does it means? If I hover means change this background color and display this content. So that is the code. So this is the normal background color of this button. So this is already you just try it. Anyhow, we are going to be write a website after HTML CSS. We are writing a website. Okay. So now what we are going to do? We are going to the next CSS attribute values. So this is as of initially. If you want, you can do it, or else you can leave it. What is attribute? Input is an attribute. For that attribute, you are going to be write the CSS. So this is all about what you can say attributes. The next is the CSS forms. What is a form? So everything you have written, forms you have written. For that, if you want to write a style means you are going to be write a styles. So input type equals text select. So how it looks? So you have to try by yourself because the form we have done in HTML and CSS, but only thing we are writing the extra CSS, so that is you have to take care of. So just copy, we'll add here, Control A, Control V, save it, right click, open with the live server. So this is how the CSS it is giving. Okay, so form is the same thing, whatever you designed in HTML, but only thing they have applied a CSS. How is the CSS? If I just delete it, Control S, save it. See how it looks now, normal HTML. So just I will add it that CSS. It is a changing. How it is changing? See here. When I click means it is changing the border color and everything. Drop down, submit button, everything is there. Okay. So this is how it will works. Okay. So this border 1 pixel solid hash and everything. Border radius, box sizing. So everything is there. So input type is submit, width is 100, background color and everything. Okay. So this is how it will works. Uh, so this is everything we have discussed in the twice HTML and CSS. You just have to do a practice it. Okay. So now you can ignore this one, no issues. This is the counter. It is going to be increment, decrement the count uh, because anyhow we are writing so many JavaScript code. We are not using this counter most of all. So this is the CSS rounded corner. We have seen the border radius. I think border radius we have not seen. Border we have seen. Okay. Then we are going with a border radius. Okay. Uh, we'll go here. I will take an example for a index 9.html and the doc h2 border radius. What is the border radius? I want to take the image tag only. Okay, so img. So already we have a image here where we took image index 7. Yeah, this image I want to take here. Copy and add here. Save it. I want to add a image open close brace border. Border is what? 25. So we know about the border, 2 pixel, solid, black and everything. We'll go for the ninth, not this one. Hope you are not seeing a border, so I will make it as a, yeah, I need to write inside a style, Control X, a style, Control V. So I will make, let's see. So you're not seeing a border. If you make it as a something 10 pixels, save it, run it. So you might see the border, or else you just change the color. So this is the border. One more thing, it will come a border radius. So for that, how to do this one? A border radius 25 pixel. How it looks? Save it, run it. See, there is a the edge sharp cutting here. If you want to more 50, Control S. So I want a circle. How to do? So just use a 50 percentage, save it, run it. Okay. So this is how it will be. The border radius is there. Okay. So there are different properties are there. You can say corner 3, top right. If you want a border radius, this one. How to do? Copy, Control V, save it. We'll go here. See, this edges are not that much cut. Edge is not cutting, but here it is a cutting more edge. If I want to go for the 100, save it. See here. Here there is a no cut, means not a no cut. Slide cut is there. Here it is a more cut is there. So this is how it will works. 300. Save it. We'll go here. See here. So this is a one direction. This is a one direction. Okay. So this is called a border radius. So if you want a one more 100, 300 pixel, only three block will be, see here, one, two, three. So this block is not uh, cropped because of we have used a three parameters. Okay, so this is all about a border radius. And the CSS background we are already seen. I like so you can have a n number of background images also. What is a background image? So we are going to be set a background, multiple background images. So we already learned that one. So what if I have a n number of background? Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so we'll go for here. I want to take a two images. Okay, so this is for the, I will take a one more div hash corner 1. Okay, this is the, I have taken a div. So then as like we are taking the two background images. Okay, how to take a background image? So for that, hash corner 1 open close brace, background image. So URL, copy, copy. Okay, so I think slight mistake. Save it. Still it's not showing. Okay, so what mistake we have done? Background image URL. Yeah, it's correct only. Okay, so let's see what is the mistake. So can we add inside a double quote? Fine. Save it. We'll go here. 9. Okay. Corner 1. Control C. Control B. Save it. We'll go here. Okay. What is the mistake? So this is the example one. Okay. So we'll do one thing. We'll add some dummy text over here. So H2, the PG image property. Paragraph will add some dummy text. Save it. Right click. Open with the live server. See here you might see this one. Okay. So I need to make a height and width. Here there are two images are there, but I want another different images. So we'll go for the Pixabay. Uh, right click, inspect, Control X, Control V. So this is the one background image and this is the one more background image. Control V. We'll close this one. Right click, open with the live server. Okay, then we'll apply the some background positions. Okay, so background position. So top left, bottom right. Save it. So for a while I will remove this. Okay, the text color will be, color is a white. Save it. And this is the height and width. Height will be 500 pixel and width will be 1200 pixel. Save it or run it. Okay, but here there is a two images needs to be displayed. Okay, so we'll go here, URL. I think it's correct. No need of this one. And this one URL also correct. So it is optional. If you give also, okay. If not give also, fine. Okay, there's a okay background positions. We are going to be changed right bottom, top left. Yeah, background repeat. No repeat. Repeat is there. So just I will copy these three things. Add in the CSS property. Background position is the first one is the right bottom and the left top. And background repeat is no repeat and repeat. The first one is no repeat, the second one is repeat. Padding is this one. So I think this is the bigger image is there. That's why it is showing like this. Uh, I width. Yeah, both are same image or what? Okay, fine. Uh, I will take another image. Right click, Control X. Yeah, here there is a cut is coming. You might see this is the here it is a cut. There are two images are sharing the screen. We'll add a one more property called height 700 pixel. Save it, run it. So you might see this is the two images are there. Okay. So background here we have add a repeat. If I add a no repeat means it is also not repeat. Okay, so this is the two images we are using with the one background property. I mean to say for one id we are using the two images. Okay, so this is called a background images. Here you have a like background origin, background repeat, background position. So these are the different properties of a background. And coming to the colors. So colors we already seen like that if you want a background color RGB. So there are the three colors will be there. One is a normal color names. So white or something. So this is called a RGB color. Okay. So what is RGB color? That is the RGB 255, 255, 255. And we have a one more called a hexadecimal value. So that is a hash FFF something like that it will come. Okay, so that is if you go for the HTML color code, HTML color codes, if you will get the official some website, see this color is hex value is this one, and RGB value is this one, HSL value is this one, or else you can use anything. Both are same. This is the hexagon value, RGB value, HSL value. So this is how it will work. So if you want a pink, you can call as a pink. Again, you want a okay, you are lighter pink or darker pink or moderate or something like that. You just take here and you want a light pink means you can go here. You can just copy this one or this one or this one. Both will work same. So there is a slight variation will happen. So we'll see that one in the while we working with the project. So, so this is how it is going to be work. So I think tomorrow one day we are going to be finish almost all CSS and next coming will be a JavaScript. So this is very very important. If you learn very well, you can survive like anything. Okay. So you have